Hello friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial on UFT with Neeraj Kumar Singh. Today we will be talking about something on the settings of UFT, where we are not getting into the details of that, but this is a quick one just to help you because this previous sessions we have been working with recording and replay, but there is every time you click on record, there's a pop-up which appears from the record and run settings. That is this one to confirm before you can really proceed with execution. So just a quick tutorial to add this to your information before you can start recording and work, because these can mean a lot to you if you're working strictly on certain applications. So to understand this, all you have to do is move to the record menu and then click on the record and run settings, and here you will have all those various tabs of the different add-ins what you have imported. So to know more about add-ins, you can visit my first tutorial of this series, which will tell you more about what are the add-ins in case you have missed that. Beyond that, of course, whatever add-ins you import in your test environment, you will be having a specific tab for that. So generally I have imported a web add-in, including a mobile add-in as well. So we have both of them here. Windows application will be present by default, as UFT is a window-based tool. So of course the window application tab will be present by default, which you cannot avoid. So even if you don't import any add-in, it will be there always. So all we need to understand is that what is that these options stand for, and how does that really help you to utilize them at the right point of time. So let's start with the window application. Say for example you're dealing with a desktop based application and you would like to record and run a test on any application. I'm not sure about this, okay? So record and run test on any open window-based application. So this basically allows you to do recording on multiple applications at the same time. For example, if I keep calculator open and if I use my dummy application also at the same time, I can do a parallel recording on these. Now what do we mean by parallel recording? Is I can do certain activities on this application, I can switch to calculator and then come back here, then it will capture all the events, whatever I do on these two applications. Whereas when you talk about record and run only on the app, which are mentioned below, for example, application opened by UFT, that is invoke application opened by the desktop, which means the Systemutil.run, and application specified below. So if you want, you can add an application by browsing the target part of it and say okay. So now what happens is when you say record and run, that means every time you click on record, every time you click on run, of course it will be automatically launched for you. So you don't really have to worry about writing the invoke application or even the Systemutil.run or something. It will automatically launch this path whenever you do that. So generally, say for example, we are using this third method where the application is specified, and every time I click on this, it will capture. So now, if you use the second option, it will restrict the access to only this particular application, what you have imported in the path. So now what we mean to say is, even if the calculator is open, it will not record on that. Even if you do something on that during the recording sessions, it will restrict the capturing of these steps. So generally we use this option when we do not want any such pop-ups, any such runtime errors which comes on the screen, and we don't want to capture that as a part of script. Say for example, you're working on Gmail and you're trying to record a script, and all of a sudden a pop-up comes up, like a chat window opens that somebody's sending you a message, and you close that. Then that closing of that particular pop-up should not be recorded as a part of your window. Then you can define it. So let's quickly see the same thing here happening practically. So let me first try with the first option, which will be on any open window-based application, and click on OK. Now let's click on record, and let's try recording something here. For example, the login page of this, and click OK. Then I come to the calculator and do some calculation. And then again come back here and drop down and select something from the list, and then stop recording. So now if you see here, I have a mixture of the script here where these 4 lines, like 6 to 9, belongs to the calculator, including the fifth one. So all these lines are from the calculator, but there's something before that and something after that which belongs to my flight reservation application. So of course, as I just told you, the same thing is happening here. But what about, say for example, I don't want to use it or restrict the access. Then let me just reset the applications, close, and keep this open because I'm not going to launch this automatically. I also will be launching the application automatically using this option. So go with the third one, and you allow the third option specified below, and say OK. Now, every time you click on record or run, it will automatically launch that application for you. So now you see that the application is here on the screen. Say, for example, I try capturing the username and password, and say HP, and OK. Now, I switch to calculator. Maybe I try capturing some values. Is equal to 2 multiplied by 9 is equal to. Can you see that? There's a tracker which does not increase when I do these activities here. So that means it's not capturing whatever I'm doing on calculator. When I come back to this, drop down, select another place, and you can see that you can look at the tracker. It is capturing the events. So that means when I come back to this, of course, it has not captured any of the calculator things. So there are certain applications which can interrupt your recording sessions, so you can filter them using this option. That is like record and run only on, and your specified things to be specified here. You can also specify multiple applications by including multiple rows here. So that is what is generally the settings all about. Same way for web-based application, record and run only on any open browser, and you can restrict the access to a particular browser and particular URL by doing the second option. So here you can define even the URL. For example, you want to restrict it on the particular browser to a particular URL itself. Then even if there's a new tab which is accessing a different application, then it will not be recorded even if you switch to that particular application during recording. So everywhere, whenever you talk about any such add-ins, you will have the same two different options to opt from. So that's from the record and run settings today, team. Hope you really enjoyed learning this, and it would be really helpful to filter out the unwanted content during your recording session. Beyond that, of course, stay tuned. We'll be coming back with another topic in UFT in the next tutorial. And meanwhile, you have any queries, do feel free to comment it below. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and get notified by clicking the bell icon so that you have all my latest updates on your timeline. Till then, you can, of course, keep practicing the things you learn and keep letting me know if there are any queries to be clarified. So take care, keep learning, keep exploring, and obviously, you have a lot to learn from this tutorial. So stay tuned. Happy learning, team.